What's up, guys? I'm Drew with Comics Elite here with
Kyle, not Kevin.
So I'm back for 1 week, and then you're going to be flying Han Solo again next week with Max MVP.
Yep.
All right. So, but yeah, this is the Skibbits and Mez, and eventually in the next video, the top 10 for March 28th and 29th, 2023. So I'm getting this in before I head down to MegaCon this week. So this was a week. I'll say that this is a week.
A lot of books this week and a lot of all over the place.
Yeah, we read over 40, and no, we did not read them all at once. I'm going to cut you off at the pass. We read these over several days, so we have plenty of time to process this. So yeah. So let's go ahead and get right to the mez.
Okay.
My first meh of the week is Stargirl and the Lost Children, number 5 to 6.
You got hurt.
Okay. Yeah, look, it's okay. It's just okay. The art is okay. The dialogue is okay. It's just that the problem is we know these kids are safe. They're going to be all right. Jeff Johns won't have any of these kids get hurt or die to raise the stakes, to have some legitimate threat. There is no threat.
There is no threat, and especially when you have 78 characters on a page, it's like, can we whittle this down a little bit?
Time out.
Yeah, because it opens up to a double splash page of all of it, and it's like, oh, I know, it's too many.
Yeah. Honestly, if he did have the balls, one of them would have died by now, which would have been great. You know, it would have been like, oh shit, holy, we didn't see that coming.
Yeah, when you have a creepy villain, which I like her, she's really creepy. Yeah. It's like,
do you really need Molly Pitcher? Really?
Yeah. They just kill some of these kids off.
Yes, please. Thank you. Kill him. No, it's just paint by numbers to see the new Stunning and Brave derivative characters eventually put the adults in their place, which will happen. So guarantee it. Yep. Because Jay Garrick's daughter will put him in his place eventually.
She knows better.
Yep. All right. Next meta I've got is Defective Comics 1070.
I have it as well.
Another one. It's not bad.
Very okay.
It's very okay. I really, truly respect Ram V and what he's doing. He's clearly world building here.
Yes.
He's trying to build upon what's already established with this family, where they come from, and this rearranging of Gotham, the streets, how it looks like a head and everything. It's like, okay. The problem is that it's not exciting.
It's very boring.
Yes, it's like reading stereo instructions narrated by an NPC of a video game.
Yes.
Yeah, it's boring and tedious.
So much backstory, so much dialogue. It's like, oh my god.
It's like reading the data dumps from Jonathan Hickman in the X-Men books.
Yes.
I'm not reading this shit.
Nope.
No.
Just get on with it.
It's a fucking comic book. All right? Yeah. And any action is pretty much coitus interruptus in bringing in more of the hot new group. The Vigil? Yeah.
Thank God.
Does not belong here at all. No,
not even
close. Next man I've got is The Edge, number 1.
I did not have The Edge.
The Edge. You did not have The Edge?
We can talk about it, though. I have it as a skip it.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, because there's quite a few this week where it can really go either way.
Indeed.
So this was a weird one. So apparently this is an established universe. And
not while starting it.
And a story that's already happened prior to this number 1.
That's why I was like, oh, number 1, we're starting. It's like, am I supposed to know who these people are and why this guy just shows up out of nowhere? But it's a vent in the ceiling.
And on top of that, the narrative of this, how the story plays out, it isn't exactly the best.
No.
It's confusing at points with whomever is good or bad. I don't know.
That's why. Who am I rooting for?
Yeah, I don't know. And they're expecting. Come on, you know who the good guy is. Come on, we don't know.
I really don't.
No, I don't. No,
no clue.
Yeah. Oh, they're in love. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's a comedy. I had no clue. Yeah. The art isn't bad. The action isn't bad. It's just the execution of the story itself. It's very confusing. It's not bad for an indie. I've read a lot worse.
Oh yeah,
I've read better.
The paper quality's pretty good too.
Yeah,
I was like, this isn't. There's something here.
Yes.
One, and it's too damn long.
Yeah,
whatever's going on here,
yes.
like you need to trim.
Yeah, this is
off.
pretty much like a trade.
Yeah. I'm like, because it's too boring. Also.
Yeah, and let alone you're assuming that we already know who these characters are.
Yeah, and it's like at the opening flap, it's like it had a sentence of what was going on. I'm like, but who is that?
Why?
Yeah, like you're supposed to explain that. Like, who was good, bad?
No, the execution needs a little help. Yeah. Next one I got is Local Man. He is the man of
I was
locals.
You're not a fan of that.
No. It's not that I'm not a fan. It's just
I have Daredevil number 9.
I was more forgiving on that one apparently about that. So real quick, Local Man. There's you got that there?
It's not my fault.
Local Man number 2. Okay, 2 sides. Side A. It's not bad. It's more of quote unquote investigating who killed the bad guy. Crossjack being treated like a piece of shit by everyone. Honestly, if you had told me Tom King wrote this, I'd believe you 100%. It's a depressing story about a former hero who's depressed and treated like shit with all the hallmarks of a Tom King story. And that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Mm-hmm. It's not offensive. It's just a tired and played out current trope. If this came out 3 or 4 years ago, it'd be Stunning and Brave. Mm-hmm. But now it's like Tom King's already done this 20 times. Side B, this was fun. I enjoyed Side B. Way too short. We had action, some charm and romance, some intrigue, but no Shadowhawk.
They do bring up Shadowhawk.
They bring up his name once.
Yeah.
But they don't show him at all. You just give him here on the cover. It's like, no. Coitus Interruptus. Yeah. Shame on them.
Yeah, so Daredevil number 9. It was okay. We have the fist in the hand still.
Mm-hmm. They're still fisting.
Still
fisting the hand.
And this is kind of a...
They're getting a little sore. They're getting a little tired. Yeah. Everyone's a little wore out.
Yeah, so they're taking a break
from the fisting.
And there's prophecies. It's okay. It's better than the last issue.
Yes.
It's setting up something cool, especially at the end. Mm-hmm. I'm like, finally.
Yeah.
Let's bring in some people to kind of be like, okay, everyone stop what they're fucking doing and let's figure this out because there's too much fisting. Mm-hmm. So it's
you get wore out after a while.
You do. Art's good still.
I'll explain why I was a little bit more forgiving on that in our next video, the top 10, because if you're just watching the skip, it's a mez. There's also a top 10.
There's also a top 10. We do like books too.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Very odd.
Yeah. All right. The next one I've got is Indigo Children.
Oh, you're very forgiving. Jesus Christ. This novel. You
okay.
This fucking novel.
So, with all due respect, and I mean all due respect, it's a decent story. As a comic, this does not work.
As a Netflix pitch?
Yes,
that's exactly what this
is. This is boring. Clearly, if you've made comics or written comics, you know this was written for a novel or a screenplay or written for Netflix and was turned down at the last minute.
Episodic TV is what this was.
Yeah, there is practically no pacing here.
No.
There's no pacing. No page turns, no money shots, just an abundance of dialogue and traveling and more traveling and dialogue.
Yeah.
And traveling and dialogue.
It's filler TV dialogue.
Yes.
Like it's just people talking for the sake of talking.
Yeah.
It's like you don't need to do that in a comic book.
No. This story works as a novel, not as a comic. Yeah. So look, like I said, with all due respect, it's a decent comic. It's a decent story, a shitty comic. This is where a comic book expert should have came in and been like, all right, we're going to add like a splash page. We're going to add some exciting page turns here, to show like, okay, maybe this was written as a comic book, not as a failed pitch. Yeah.
Yeah. I just, when you start with a prologue and then 5 years earlier, it's like 5 years earlier than the prologue.
What?
Like, why do you have 2 flashbacks before now? Like, what?
In a flash forward, in a flash sideways.
God.
This is the Chevy Chase script in funny form, right?
Yes.
Here. Yeah.
God, Lord. Yeah, I couldn't.
I would recommend watching Funny Farm.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Next one I got Unbreakable Red Sonja, number 5.
Forgiving on that.
Yes, I was. Like we said.
This?
So, real quick, a little side note. I just want to say there's some artists who shouldn't draw kids. JRJR is one of them.
Yep.
And this artist is in that group.
I forgot there was a kid.
On page 2. My God, these are 2 of the oldest and ugliest kids I've ever seen in my life. Or they're just little people. It's like, dude, what is that? Yeah.
What is that?
Anyway, we get the updated revisionist history of Red Sonja, and then we have the final showdown with the big baddie. It's not bad. I was hoping the fight would have been more graphic.
Fight?
And less one-sided. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a very one-sided fight. It just
she wins really easily.
Easily, yeah. I'm
like, that's it. Okay, fine.
because you really could have cut out that whole backstory for Red Sonja.
It was so much.
Yeah, and it's just like let's get more of the kick-ass fight.
Like, is there a point to telling her backstory and then another backstory and then like it's like is she not remembering her past and somebody's changing it and
I don't know.
I was lost here.
Yeah. Next man I've got is the Exiled #2.
Yeah, I get this one.
And like we've said before, it is. Look, the Whatnot comics they're not good. They are not good comics, and the Exiled is like it's like you have a turd, but it doesn't have that many corns in it.
Yeah, I felt like AI made this. It has everything to be a comic book technically.
This is either a comic by an AI or by committee. This is a comic by committee.
Right? It's like things in here should work, but it's missing like creativity,
originality,
heart, or
originality. It's taking things from several things and making one thing, but it just comes out as a global mess when there isn't that one vision.
Yes,
it's like watching the Star Wars sequels, where it's like, okay, that was a trilogy by committee, whereas with the original, with the Holy Trilogy, one vision, Lucas, it made sense.
It did.
This is by committee.
Just too many things going on, and but again, there are things that should work.
Yeah, there's an interesting idea here. Yeah,
but it just doesn't come off.
Yeah, it's all stilted.
Yeah,
really weird. Yeah, I like the ending, although it's too much like The Matrix.
Yeah,
it reminded me of the scene. Welcome to the real world. This reminded me of.
Basically, and even then, I still don't know. Am I rooting for this guy?
What is he trying to do? I want to like this book. I really do. Yeah, because I love Wesley Snipes. I love his stuff, and
the art's good.
We're being very forgiving on this. There's some we're more forgiving on than others. This one's like we're giving it because there's something here. There is something here, but get rid of the committee. Bring in one person to tell the story.
Yes.
Next one I got is Barbarella #2.
Barbarella. You're forgiving on that.
Yeah, it's one word.
Boring.
Yeah, I wish I had that. I wish I had the Homer. Yes. Boring. It's exposition dump the whole.
It's the whole
way through.
It is the whole issue.
Yeah.
It is nothing but standing around talking and discussing what this planet is and why there's nobody left and what we need to do and how we're going to. It's like shut up.
Okay, now, Barbarella, she is beautiful in this.
Yes, she is.
Yes, but it was absolutely boring.
Yes.
The story of people sitting, standing, lying down, and talking nonstop. The whole damn book.
That's all this was.
I hate to say it because we enjoyed the previous series.
I really liked it.
It had funny. It was funny. It had heart. It was sexy. It's creative. It was everything. Like this has just been
wrong.
Yeah.
Not in this kind of. It's like, do you know what kind of book you're making? Yeah. Like, why are you
trying to write a Barbarella novel and turn it into a comic?
Yeah. It's like, why are you taking this so seriously?
Yeah.
No one's taking it seriously. Why are you? Just have fun with it.
Yeah. I was having fun with this.
No, I wasn't reading it.
Next one I got is Serrano #1, double size issue #1.
Skip it.
And hey, that's fair. It's very fair. Like the weather today. Yeah. Very fair.
About the baseball player from Major League, right?
Serrano. Oh my God. I wish. Otherwise, I would be all over this if that were true.
How he comes about to finding Jobu.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember this book. I gotta find my notes.
I can't find my notes. I don't think my phone wanted me to remember this book. Oh, there it is.
I think I gave up after 3 pages because.
What's funny is that if you had a difficult time reading this, it's because it's a foreign comic. It's been translated to English.
Okay.
So a lot of the dialogue is interesting.
Yeah, I gave up.
Yeah. They do their best, but there's a lot of parts where it's very clearly translated and it doesn't flow well. There's I think there's 4 stories here in this book. Yeah, they're not bad. They're okay. The art is. I thought the art was okay. I kind of like the art. The hero is we know that he's young, he's naive and gay, so that's a start. That's something. Yeah, if we could get a little more than that, that'd be great. Okay, with 4 stories in here, you'd think he'd be more fleshed out. But no, it's not really at all. Yeah. Art is decent. It's too dark in a lot of pages, which is a problem. Maybe that's the point. I don't know. But
it's weird, black and white. And it was just like, I can't do this. It's not for me. That's what I wrote. It's not for me.
Yeah, but like I said, a lot of broken English, so it can be like
it makes no sense.
Yeah. Next one I got is Vampirella Year 1, number 6.
Very nice on that one too.
I've been very forgiving. I've been forgiving. Yes, I know. I understand. So this is it, the final issue. Yep. God. We get a big showdown with Pantha, Nyx, and they're all battling over the big alien book, the Vampalien book. Can Vampirella win? You gotta read to find out. The art is terrific, but the story is
bad.
It could have been told much better. There's something off here. I should be much more excited for this than I am reading this. But the ending is good. I'm excited to see the next chapter because it won't be a year 1 tile.
It'll be year 2. I just didn't like it either. I was expecting something to be like, get me to really know Vampirella and to really like the character, and they didn't do that in this.
Okay.
She was just drawn really creepily as a little girl, and it was weird. A little too weird for me.
Not gonna lie, it's gonna be a little weird.
Oh yeah.
All right, next one I got is Avengers Beyond.
That one was a toss-up. I wasn't sure what to make of it.
Yeah, much like the Avengers before this one, Avengers Extreme or Avengers whatever the shit it was. Nah. Look, the best part of this comic is the Greg Land art.
Greg Land art's awesome.
Yeah, whenever he's on the book, the art is terrific. The story, it's a notch better than Jason Aaron, which is effectively saying this turd has less nuggets of corn than Jason Aaron's turd. The story is a muddled mess with a virus and the Beyonder being hunted down and afraid, even though he's a god. Of course. It's head scratching and headache inducing when you try to talk this out and talk about what's happening.
Yeah,
try to incorporate logic into the story. It's not much fun here, unfortunately. We have 2 pages of action in this almost 30-page comic.
That's what I said. It took a lot of pages to get to quote unquote action.
Yeah.
And even then it's not much. And it's having to tie into that dog shit Avengers stuff where it's like, no, forget all of that.
Yes, please
do your own thing.
Yes.
Like, no, go back and read this other shit Avengers issue. It's like, no, God, no. That's why this sucks. It's like, just do your own thing because it was somewhat kind of could be interesting.
It should be. It could be.
I was like, oh,
when you bring in the Beyonder, absolutely.
That was cool.
Nope. Drop the ball.
Yeah. Art wasted.
Yeah, great. You wasted Greg Land's art.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh God. Why? Yeah. My last net I've got. This is the big one. I really wanted to love this one. Clobbering Time number 1.
Whoa.
Yeah.
My last net is Doom Patrol. Unstoppable.
That was my first skip. You know what? Let's talk about that. That was my. This was either going to be a net or a skip it. I've been flip flopping on this for days.
We read this a long time ago.
Yeah, we did. We read this over a month ago.
Yeah.
And I've read this. So I've effectively read this, I think, 3 times since then. And so I call this the Unstoppable Doom Patrol or Pronouns in Toontown. Yeah, Pronouns in Toontown, number 1. Look, the art is solid.
Yeah.
I love the art in this. It is terrific. It starts off very, very strong. There's solid fighting, great villains. Got some return of classic villains.
Yeah.
Monsieur Mullah. I love that stuff. The brain.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Kyle, do they fight the Doom Patrol? No, they don't. But the problem, the big problem to me, it occurs, 1, we're in Gotham. Yes. Should not be in Gotham at all. No.
It was
cut it out.
I forgot until Batman showed up. I'm like, why is Batman?
Yes. The problem occurs when Batman comes into the picture and Batman is written completely out of character. And what is said to Batman is total bullshit. An injection of identity politics. I mean, you try not to go in. You try to go in expecting the best, and you see it pop up. It's like, nope, can't bullshit a bullshitter. There it is. It completely takes you out of the story, like the socialism line in the Ant-Man movie or the white privilege line in the self-indulgent Batman movie. What Batman does and says at the end, after being lectured to by a psychopath. Look, Crazy Jane is a psychopath.
Yeah.
Is she the chief? Yes. But I took that as a joke because she's a psycho. Look, if you say she isn't, She is a psychopath. Sorry, sorry, not sorry. There's an argument over there, and Batman lets her, or whatever personality she is, lecture him on it. No,
right.
Yeah,
that's what you'll try your way this time. But
no,
I'll be watching.
He would never ever let that happen on his turf. Yeah. Never.
And then she's like, I don't care what you say anyway. It's like
total bullshit. Total bullshit. If they had stayed out of Gotham and no Batman, this probably would have been a recommend. Honestly, yeah. But the Batman factor and how incorrectly he's written with the identity politics line, it really ruins the fun of the issue and takes you out of it. Fine, we'll do it your way. And Robin's saying, yes. Like a fuck off. Screw this writer. No, get your shit out of here. No. I really I'd settle on not recommend because of this shit in here.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's one of the,
Now, everyone's got to get their digs into Batman. It's like, fuck off.
He's the one to break down.
Yeah. Down with the patriarchy.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. So, Clobbering Time #1. This one,
shocked.
I wanted to love this one. I really, truly did.
I did.
I'm glad you did. You know, where are my notes for this one? Oh yeah, illustrated and written by Steve Skroce. So, Thing and Hulk have been stranded in a faraway land, which has been affected by a virus. The planet's magical leader has been kidnapped, and if he's freed, hopefully this madness will end. And then it's kind of action mode with Hulk and Thing fighting a kaiju.
Mm-hmm.
The action is relegated to what happens off panel or on a double pager. That's it. And there wasn't enough here to be called Clobbering Time, in my opinion. That's the title of the book. Clobbering Time. We got about a page and what happened off panel for Clobbering Time. Jabbering Time is more like it. That's what I called it. Yeah. The art is terrific, but Clobbering Time, not really. It's kind of disappointing because I've been looking forward to this comic for almost a year now. And it was when it was originally announced, and then I'm just,
I had to compare it to every other Marvel book that came out, and I was reading.
Oh, it's better than it's better than a lot of shit.
Exactly. So I was reading it. It was one of the last ones. That was one of the last two I read from Marvel.
Same here.
And I was like, after reading all that shit from Marvel, I'm like, at least the dialogue made sense between the two, and their banter was fun. Granted, it was a lot.
Yes.
And there was a lot of setup to the nubs is what they were duped, and that's the first thing I thought of. And I was like, compared to what's been coming out recently, especially the Thing series that was recent, that's absolute and utter dog shit. At least something was punched. Yeah,
that's true. At least something was punched.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if they necessarily deserved the scars at the end. That they
absolutely not, because we don't see it happens all off panel.
So I'm just like, to see Thing that beat up, I'm like,
it takes a lot.
That takes a lot.
Yeah, like I remember at one point it took Hulk. It took Wolverine slashing him with his adamantium claws to actually scar him.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I understand they're supposed to be fighting like millions of little goobers,
but it's relegated to either a double pager or off panel. That's it.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah, it's like Kevin Smith wrote it. It's like there's no action, just shit happening off panel.
Yeah, you talk about the action.
Yeah, talk about the action. Yeah, someone who has no fucking imagination doing it. Yeah.
But compared to most Marvel,
yes. Run to skip it.
Yeah,
here we go. The worst of the work, the creme de la crap.
Yes.
So I am coming in hot, coming in hot, right here with Waller versus Wildstorm, Black Label, Book 1.
Yes, and it earns that Black Label.
Yeah. Oh, it does. Yeah. So there is effectively nothing here to warrant it being labeled a Black Label book.
They were just sitting down talking at restaurants.
Yeah. So right off the bat, I want to say the artist with this, with all due respect, and I do mean with all due respect, he's a good artist. However, this is the wrong project for him.
Correct.
This requires the big, explosive Wildstorm illustrations.
Yes.
Because last I checked, what's that bottom word down there?
Does say Wildstorm.
Yeah, does say Wildstorm. Yeah, it says Wildstorm.
Versus.
Well, so big. So we get Waller big versus Wildstorm big and bombastic. So this should be big, very big,
huge.
Yeah, huge. This requires the big, explosive Wildstorm illustrations. It's just not. Like you said, the character in this, Jackson King, in this looks ludicrous. and stupid because of his art.
Yes,
but this is in the book. He looks ludicrous with this artist.
Looks so stupid.
Yes. So in this Fantasyland Black Label book, it's the end of the Cold War. Lois is new to the Daily Planet. She's trying to push a pro-communist propaganda piece that Steve Lombardo doesn't want. And hey, he's right. Yeah. But Lois on Gamora, where this takes place, gets a letter to meet Jackson King. Remember him, Kyle?
No.
From Wildstorm, Kyle?
No.
Of all the Wildstorm characters, you were waiting for him, weren't you?
No.
Jackson King.
I didn't know who the fuck he
was. Yeah, and we find out that Amanda Waller is responsible for his friend being killed. But for most of it, it's just nothing, like I said, but talking and drinking coffee between Lois and Jackson King. And Jackson King and Amanda Waller. Oh, we get young, overweight Amanda Waller in costume.
Yes.
Yeah. Jesus. So it's a first. It's a first.
That's a key.
It's a key.
It's
first,
a key.
First overweight Amanda Waller in costume. Yep. But this all comes down to a woman who wanted cybernetic enhancements.
I think so.
She wanted to be Lady Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Really? This comic is very low stakes and very stupid. The worst part of is the art. Look, our if you think about it, Wildstorm artists like Jim Lee or Ali Garza, this art is a slap in the face to it.
Correct.
Yeah, this comic is an absolute bait and switch. Skip this crap.
Yeah, I thought the funniest part of this book was when they're sitting down, Jackson and Lois Lone are talking, sitting down talking. He's like, remember back when I first met her, he flies in. We missed the action, and he literally sits down at a table and starts talking to her.
So he goes from sitting down talking to Lois Lane to flying in to sitting down and talking to Amanda Waller.
I'm telling this story of me sitting down talking somewhere else.
This is not hyperbole. This is the shit people have been complaining about for the last 5 years. Too many panels and scenes of people just sitting down and talking or drinking coffee and talking. This is bullshit.
Like, you can have them doing something and talking about things. You know, people they can interact and they can be fighting or doing literally anything else other than sitting down. It's like, no, that's what people do though. That's what I do when I go to work. I sit and talk.
That's topical.
Yeah.
No, this is garbage.
Yeah,
Plus, it's gonna take up room. It doesn't fit in your fucking short box. You can't store it. You gotta get a special short box for it. Screw that. No. Yeah, screw that.
$6.
No.
No, it does not need the black
Cut
label.
It out. I'm gonna keep doing that reference. I love that reference. It fits. Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. Next skip that I got is Tim Drake Rubbin, number 7.
You're just a bigot.
So one compliment.
The art?
Yes. Raleigh Rossmo is art.
Yep.
He's been cut out. Good riddance. Yeah. Hasta Salonga.
Yep.
Second compliment. This series was canceled.
Yay!
Yay! Thank Christ for small miracles.
Indeed.
Everything else, this story, this dialogue, I'm at a loss for words. It took me really a couple hours to really sit back and like really think about this book. Really think about it. Much more time than I should have spent thinking about this. But effectively, this series is the Iceman series by Sina Grace, 4 years ago. This is the DC version of the Iceman series. So if you love the Iceman series by Sina Grace, here you go.
Yeah, I like the food analogies.
There you go. Yeah,
totally
so
amazing.
Yeah, I'll say if you loved Sina Grace's Iceman, there you go.
Firefly showing up for literally no reason.
Didn't belong at all.
And panels that made no sense when characters just end up in places. It's like, how did you get there? I'm missing a page.
That's not important right now.
Yeah.
Don't think about it. You're supposed to think about it. Like this writer, don't think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But hey, I got to talk to my parents who are mean. You know. Yeah.
That's topical. That's original.
It is.
Yeah. Next skip it of the week, I got Gotham City Year 1, Issue 6. Thank God this shit show is over. This is the last issue.
Dog shit.
So I was wrong. Sam Bradley isn't Bruce's dad. I thought he was going. I thought they're going there. I thought Tom King was going there.
It's just bad.
Yeah, but this is all effectively about us seeing how disgusting and deplorable Bruce's family is.
Like big
time and how they this is fucking disgusting and depressing. This whole damn issue and series is disgusting and depressing.
Yeah.
Tom King once again Can't help himself. Heroes don't exist, according to Tom King. And anyone who puts a trigger warning at the beginning, screw off. Get out of here.
For a word that's not even that bad. He didn't even go full.
No, he didn't. No.
Which would make it be like,
didn't go full Blazing Saddles.
He did it, which it would have. I would have been like, you know what, you got balls. I'll give you that. Kind of. One ball. You got one ball.
Yeah.
But yeah,
his wife has him.
Yep. And through this, it's like, this is what you're taking the family. I'm like, what are you? I'm like, when she describes what was going on, I'm like, wait, I don't want to think too much on this because it's really fucking gross.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, thank God this fucking book's over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who else do you want to destroy?
Well, we did find out. Well, he's doing police cop woman lady person, and the Creeper and Warlord and Starman and the Newsboy Legion kid things, and Darkseid again, and Metron again. Yeah, so he's doing a full circle now. He's
coming back around.
Coming back around. So Batman after that, and yeah, there you go.
Good. Give it 5 more years.
Yeah,
talk about this again.
Yeah, people are gonna keep kissing his ass. So yeah.
Kiss ass.
Next one we got Harley Quinn 28. This fucking comic. I hate dropping F-bombs, but like there are some comics that are just so evil and so stupid. This is one of them. Definitely. Okay, from the get-go, we have a fundamental problem with this character, Harley Quinn. Remember, she's insane. She's a maniac, she's a murderer, and a villain. But she will allegedly be sane and heroic enough to be concerned about the lives of civilians before lighting up Two-Face's nightclub?
I think so. And that's after we get a funny little "where's my shoe" joke from Two-Face.
Shoe. Can't find it with my one face. No, sell this bullshit someplace else. And then it's playing with the hyenas, talking, drinking coffee and talking. Then after that has to be the dumbest and unfunniest and ludicrous courtroom scene I've ever seen in my life, in any media. I mean, the Seinfeld fake pilot was more plausible and funnier than this. I couldn't get halfway through this before I wanted to rip this in half.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Look, comedy is very simple. You either laugh or you don't. I wanted to rip this in half. The piss poor attempt at humor was so damn terrible.
Comedy's hard to write. You have to be really good at not just telling a joke, but writing a joke to where people reading it can then laugh. Mm-hmm. There's another book that came out this week that these people know how to write comedy. This book is fucking hilarious. So I just...
Oh, yes. Okay, I'll get to me in a minute.
So it takes a lot. Mm-hmm. And I know comedy's subjective. And
everything's funny. You either laugh or you don't.
Wait, when it comes to stupid shit like this, it is honestly written for people that have an IQ the same as
of a peanut, or of a peanut, and or 6-year-olds with Down syndrome.
Yeah. So I don't know who this is honestly for. It's for people that aren't reading comic books that probably can't read. So yeah,
it's rough.
Yeah.
Next skip it I got is DC. Jeez, do I want to say this whole damn title?
No, I didn't bother writing it.
DC Universe, Lazarus Planet, Revenge of the Gods, limited series, Lightning Strikes #1.
First time I did a Lazarus Planet was still a thing.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's like, didn't this like last year? I think last year it ended. Yeah. Hey Kyle, you want to read about Billy Batson being a fucking dumbass for an entire comic, and all the women around him are the superior intellect, quote unquote superior intellect. Fuck
no,
this
I don't want to read
comic.
It. Yeah, do not waste your time with that dog shit.
We Wicked Ones. #1.
The first of many from Scoot.
Yes. Let me see if I understand this series correctly.
Please.
So, a sorceress who hates being called a witch.
Yep, I got
who is also a prostitute.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. Tortures and murders wealthy and powerful people for the people she is screwing because they think they are evil.
That's what I kind of got.
That's a bit of a reach.
I think, but I'm like, isn't she just as big of a piece of shit as they are?
Yeah. Yes. Like that murdering psychologist in that one image.
God, that's literally what I thought of it. It's almost the exact same fucking thing, except she's a witch.
Yeah. So this makes her a hero?
I guess.
This is bad.
Anti-hero.
This needs a complete page 1 rewrite.
Or scrap it.
Yeah, I mean, do you have a completely unlikable protagonist who is a borderline serial killer? Is your protagonist, or are you trying to say that wealthy and powerful people are the bad ones? This writer needs their head examined.
I haven't seen that one.
This writer really does need their heads examined. And
it's like, Scout, can you pull back on at least 5 titles?
Yeah, cut the Prozac in half.
Yeah.
Right. Next one I got is Miracle Kingdom #1.
Oh,
yeah. You got it too?
Oh, I got that too.
So,
do you understand this fucking book?
I think there's an interesting way to do this type of story. I think there's a way to do this, but not this way.
Okay, no.
The faith healing evil minister is way too on the nose and lazy.
Yeah.
On top of that, why is there a yin and yang on the cross?
I don't know.
Kyle, you and I have been into numerous different churches and different faith buildings and tents all across the globe. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. Yeah. The writer made it too easy and simple to bash the minister as fake.
Correct.
Way too easy. Why not make it like this private investigator who may or may not be an angel? You can't figure it out.
Just the way this opened up with the chick going into the building and finding it's like, so what are we doing? Like everything, the dialogue was terrible. The art was flat.
Yeah. And maybe this faith, maybe he does have some religious power. Maybe it's like, oh my God, there's something weird. It's like, no, it's like, this is too on the nose and lazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a good idea here, but it's executed the wrong way and the wrong decisions are made. By that, I mean, lazy on the nose. That's a good way to sum this up. Yes. I would agree. We're making good time.
We're making good time. Shocking.
Yeah. We're lost. Making good time. Star Trek 5. That's a good one. In the grand scheme of things, it really is. Granite State Punk, director's cut. #1.
Another one from Scoot.
Another one from Scoot. So
I got 6 pages of this thing.
Yeah, about 7 pages into this comic.
I gave up. I was like, this thing's...
I'm wondering for the life of me why I should continue reading this or follow this alleged quote-unquote protagonist. There's nothing likable, redeemable, humorous, tragic about this character at all. He is a deplorable, duplicitous, sociopathic, alcoholic piece of shit. Hey, want to see a cool version of John Constantine? Here you go. But he doesn't know magic.
Oh. He does not. That's a damn shame.
By the halfway point, I was lost and completely checked out of what I was reading. The transitions were pretty much non-existent. And the narration is absolutely horrendous.
Too much of it. Yeah. I said this main character is a fucking dickhead. I was like, the art's good, but I lost interest in this so fast because I'm like, this guy's a fucking prick.
Yeah.
And not in a fun,
way. Yeah, exactly.
Where he has a little bite to him, but it's like, no, this guy's just an asshole. Mm-hmm. I just want him to die. Maybe he will. Who gives a fuck? Yeah. Couldn't get through it.
Nope. Next one I got is Cat Dad and Supermom. #1.
Talk about a fucking layup.
Okay, look. It has it's the Scoot line. This is for kids.
Yes.
Look, very clearly, this is for.
I would never let my kids read this book.
Honestly, I think if I were a kid, I'd find this boring.
Yes.
A kid goes to a Comic-Con, sees his favorite hero, and discovers his favorite hero isn't real.
Isn't real and is a dickhead.
Yeah. Whatever. Just the right story for kids.
Yeah. Don't meet your heroes, kids.
Yeah. Don't meet. Yeah. No. Jesus Christ. You're putting out anything.
I really do.
Jeez. Okay. Next one. Okay. DC. Punchline, the Gotham game, the Gotham game, #6.
Oh, you don't like Punchline? Wow, you just hate women, don't you?
Yeah, I'm an evil bigot. Yeah. There's 2 things incredibly wrong with this final issue. 1, after the conversation she had with Joker, she is effectively no different. I say this again. She is effectively no different than Harley Quinn now.
That's fair.
Just a darker costume.
Basically, she's basically the same character.
Yeah. 2, Batman would never, ever run from a fight or suppressing a violent uprising. Or side with Punchline.
Yeah, probably not. I wouldn't think so.
Hey, Bluebird, it's okay. She's enabling addicts. Well, yeah. screw this, screw the writers, screw the story. This is garbage.
Yes,
I can't. No, she's like I said at the end of this, she's effectively no different than Harley Quinn now. So
isn't that the point of it all along anyway?
So we got another derivative Harley Quinn. It's exactly the same as her. It's like there is no difference now. There is no difference.
She's got dark hair.
You know what? I'm going to say that for one of my last ones because that's just become a train wreck. I think we're on to the Marvel section now. Let's do Marvel.
I still have a few. You didn't have this one?
I'm saving that. That is so bad. Yeah. It's got to be. I'm saving that because that's a brown arrow. That's got to be read to be believed. It's got to be read to be believed.
This is one of my last ones.
I had
you like that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. So how many you got left?
Oh my God.
3, 4, 5, 6. I got 8.
4,
I have 8.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
All right. So 3. There's 3.
Right. You like this one and I didn't because this thing just opens up.
Well, I think part of the problem is we didn't read the first 4 issues.
Oh. Well, you did not. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is the end? I'm like, I thought it was a one-shot. So yeah, I'm just like, so effectively this thing, it sounded and was reading like a video game I played a long time ago. I can't remember the fucking name of it, but you're on an ice planet and you're fighting these things and you need light to fight off. Like it's essentially
Dying Light.
Yeah, no, not Dying Light. Okay. This is essentially what this fucking book was. I'm like, it's things fighting light and it's bad, and in the end, and we fight it and we win. Okay. Yeah, probably would help if I read the first 4 issues. Like it's wrapped up pretty quickly.
Neat little package.
Yeah. I had Rocket Man and Rocket Girl #1.
Oh,
you liked this?
I enjoyed it. Yes, I did. This was a fun comic, Kyle. Yes, it was.
This was not fun.
Kyle, you better explain yourself. You better explain yourself why you didn't enjoy this.
All right, so these two fucking dipshits are, again, this takes place in the 50s?
Yeah, the 40s.
Time. And they get accused of stealing from criminals. And so
skimming off the top.
Yeah. So while he's getting the shit kicked out of him, his wife,
she escaped,
is sitting down having coffee with a friend, telling fucking jokes while he's literally getting the shit kicked out of him for this. And she's just like, I don't know, maybe I should do something. And her friend's just like, hey, you know what? That money, you could buy me something. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Funny, isn't this great? We're sitting down having a good time while he's getting the shit kicked out of him, and you should probably do something about it if you really cared about your husband, but you don't. And so I was just like, fuck this book. Couldn't do it. No. It was bullshit.
No.
Bullshit. I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, I think like that one. Yeah, that's my so bad it's gotta be red. That's my. So yeah, it's a brown arrow. That's a complete brown arrow.
I have one more DC. The rest of these are Marvel.
Okay, I got one more DC left too.
Okay.
I'm saving that for last because it's.
Oh, I thought we were saving that for last.
You must. Well, let's go and talk about
which one.
Dark Knights of Steel. Let's go. Let's go and do that. Yeah, because it's like it's very clear because after talking with Wes, I think critical. Mm-hmm. It's very clear. You can tell the difference between a Tom Taylor original idea, this, or a Ben Abernathy, someone with actual writing experience, story, like Deceased.
Yeah.
This is garbage.
It has essentially turned into that.
Yeah, this has turned into that Dark Ages. Because clearly you can tell that was his baby. And like, this is shit. And you read this has turned to shit.
It has.
And it's been, 5 months since the last issue came out? Last year? Yeah. I think we're having Thanksgiving when the last issue came out.
So.
Yeah, probably before that.
Mm-hmm.
But this, remember this, how all the men were evil or simps and the women were taking over queen slaying and all that? Yeah, here you go. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah. Last one came out last fall. You want the definition of padding? This issue is it. Padding. We get the whole goddamn backstory of John Jones, Martian Manhunter. And you know what? It's the exact same goddamn setup from the Justice League animated series. Tom Taylor, I swear, was watching the Justice League animated series, Secret Origins, the 3-parter, and said, hey, that's a good one issue. I can do that. That's my 11th issue right there.
It's genius.
It's my 10th issue. Yeah. It's genius. No. Yeah, no one ever watched Justice League. No one would know this. Yeah. Because we're fighting the White Martians in this. Yeah.
Well, he just loved putting white Martians in there. He just loved that.
I hate white people. Yeah. Even though I'm white. Yeah.
I'll be great.
Yeah. This is what we waited for. Screw this. I'll just watch Justice League. I'll watch that 3-part.
Yeah. That's all this was. And you could tell he loved nothing more than to have 5 women sitting around a fucking night table discussing how we're going to save the day.
Yeah. And the Queen slay the
Yeah.
Queen slay the day.
Yeah. And then having the white Martians, he was just jacking himself off like I'm the greatest writer of all time.
He's looking at himself in the mirror, just like,
you're a star, you're a star, you're a star.
Yeah. Yeah. He's Brock Landers looking at himself. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was just like, and where a certain character comes from, it's just like, I was reading it with you, and I'm like, so what happened? What happened? It literally made no sense.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. To wait this long to get this shit.
Yeah. And
now it's just derivative from something. It's like
that was told better.
Yeah.
It's the virus. What about the race? This is a fucking Justice League animated episode.
Exact same thing.
Yes.
You didn't change a fucking thing.
No.
You changed the planet. You can't even do that. No, he's Mars. Got to be from Mars.
Yeah. At least he had a sense of humor to say Uranus. But yeah. Nope. All right. Next one we got the Indivisible Iron Man #4.
Whoa.
Formerly Invincible Iron Man #1.
Oh boy, this one was
oh boy.
Oh, we definitely get that in there.
Yeah.
We get the baddest of badass fights between Iron Man and essentially a stand-in for Donald Trump.
Yeah, it's pretty much what he is, isn't it? Yeah. Hey Kyle, you love the X-Men right now?
No.
You love what Jerry Duggan is doing over there with the mutants and their Burger King Kids Club treehouse?
No.
Oh. Yeah. Well, we get the X-Men in Orcus and all that here. Just what we all wanted in an Iron Man comic.
Mm-hmm.
So the quote-unquote villain or hero.
He's a hero.
As we see it.
He was a hero in X-Men.
Yeah. As we see it from the X-Men comics, Fei Long is the new head of Stark Enterprises. Good. Someone responsible is running it.
It can do something.
Yeah, so Stark, who wants nothing to do with his company because he's a broke loser, decides now he wants to fight Fei Long in the streets because he doesn't like him.
Yeah, first off, why are you at the New York Stock Exchange? Why are you allowed in there? You're not even CEO. You don't own dick.
You're a broke dipshit. What the fuck are you doing here?
Like,
you have as much right to be there as I do.
Exactly. So it's like, why are you here?
Yeah.
And why wouldn't you just be like, yeah, get this piece of shit out of here?
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, I'm going to fight for the rights to party and be like, what? But
no, it's like the confrontation. It's like, so one of my least favorite Batman films is Batman Returns, because if you watch the movie, it does not make a whole lick of fucking sense. When Batman and Penguin first meet each other, and it's like, you're not the mayor. It's like, we met before? Do I know you?
Yeah.
Why do I hate you? I shouldn't hate you.
No
reason. Maybe I can help you. I don't know. They shouldn't. No, it doesn't make any sense. And what's interesting is when they fight here, Iron Man is the one causing all the damage to the city, not Fei Long. I don't know if you noticed that. Iron Man is causing all the fucking damage.
Fei Long puts one hit on Tony Stark.
Yes, one hit.
That's it. That's all he does.
He's just taking it. Yeah.
He's taking it. And what I thought was hilarious is Iron Man shoots him with repulsor rays. It doesn't do anything.
No.
Iron Man then blows up a fire hydrant.
Yep.
Shoots him with water, and that causes him to be like, oh! And then he uses... it's a fucking spirit bomb from Dragon Ball Z.
No, okay, so no, I'm not familiar with this hentai stuff. What is this Dragon Ball Z stuff?
It's a character Goku.
Okay.
And one of his finishing moves is he creates a spirit bomb. So he gets everybody...
Oh, a finisher like...
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, big finisher.
So he literally puts his hands up, creates a bomb full of energy, and throws it at the villain. And that's literally what Tony Stark does in this. He uses his repulsors, creates a giant ball of energy, and throws it. I'm like, it's fucking spirit bomb. I'm like, this is so pathetic. This is such a stupid fight. There is no... It's just like, why are you guys fighting? Like, why are you fighting him? Like, what did he do?
But it doesn't matter now, because Tony's going to the socialist island of Krakoa for friendship?
Yeah, truce?
Truce? Yeah.
Why is he allowed?
Screw this. The X-Men, nothing involving the X-Men should be here at all. Just tell an Iron Man story without the aid of other characters because you're a shitty writer. Once again, this issue sucks balls.
Yeah, but don't worry. This guy's going to make something great again. Like, he literally says those words, make it great again.
That's topical. Yeah, remember the 2016 election? Am I right?
Yes, I did.
Am I right, Kyle?
Yeah, partially.
Betsy Braddock, not Captain Britain, number 2.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yeah. Hey, Kyle, what's better than one Betsy Braddock?
35 of them.
Yeah, like a ton. Like a ton. Am I right? Because they're amazing. And what's better than that? Captain Peggy Carter, who's better than Steve Rogers. Am I right, Kyle? Am I right?
Just Queen slays all over the place. It's all this one.
Yes. And I love how everyone tells Elizabeth how amazing she is and how Brian Braddock was never meant to be Captain Britain.
Yeah.
That's actually said in this.
It's like, go fuck yourself.
So, yeah, and by God, this comic just goes on and on and on and on. I kept asking at the store around me, asking everyone at the store to punch me in the face. Why? Because that would have been more eventful and exciting than what I read here. Screw this comic and screw this writer.
It's made for one specific reason.
Yes. Queen Slay.
Queen Slay. That's all it is.
X-Men Unforgiven, number 1.
Whoa.
You want to talk about a comic just going on and on and on. Yeah.
But it's Tim Seeley.
Yeah, he's good at writing things that just go on and on and on. Yeah, so for the first several pages, it is nothing but exposition dump between the X-Men and this new stunning and brave group, the Unforgiven, that
no one gives a shit about.
Yeah. So they're talking about Jubilee, how she used to be a vampire and she's not a vampire. She's an X-Men. Now you're evil. No, we're not evil. You're the one who's evil. No, we're not evil.
I don't know if they are.
Who the fuck cares? Then it's Jean Grey telling the vampires how amazing the mutants are with tech and medicines and how they blackmailed the human race over them.
And they can basically like, you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. I don't understand this. Is this all about pushing a new stunning and brave vampire team that aren't heroes or villains? I mean, who cares? There's nothing distinguishing about any of them. They all act and talk the exact same way. There's nothing cool about them at all.
No, it's not Blade 2. Where you get a cast of interesting vampire people, hunters, a team. They all have their own little special thing. It's like they're all perfect at everything. And I'm like, how many more fucking vampire stories do we have to have? Especially in Marvel where you can't do anything like interesting or fun or creepy. Yeah. It's like you're going to pull the punches every time.
Yeah.
So who cares?
The only one who didn't pull his punch was Jim McKay in that Murder World comic with Arcade.
Yeah.
I got to give him kudos to that. I'm like, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why paint up the X? It doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
I know it's a one shot, but
it's the Unforgiven in each issue.
Yeah, it's like
next time we get Captain America. So
it's like, wait, what?
I can guess one of two ways that's going to go. So here, Planet Hulk, world broken. My mind's broken after reading this.
Do you know what happened?
Okay, let me make sure I understand this. The planet is falling apart.
Yeah.
So the real Hulk, Bruce Banner Hulk, punches the core of the planet, and it normalizes the planet.
Is that who did that? I wasn't sure what Hulk did that.
Me too. I wasn't sure if that was Amadeus Bro,
or
if that was Scar or Son of Scar or
grandson of Scar. Number 2 or Hulk number 3. I don't know.
I think it was Banner Hulk.
Okay. He punched the core, and it was good now.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
It's like the movie The Core. You stop a string of nuclear bombs, boom, we're good to go. Yeah. Look, you have all these Hulks. None of them die. None of them suffer.
No.
None of them get hurt.
None of them fight anything, really.
They don't. They just stand there and watch. We should do something.
Yeah.
We should do something. The one daughter is, we're told, is amazing and incredible.
Yeah.
It's actually said. Dialogue. She can have. She's so powerful. There's nothing here. This is just a shitty filler story. It's empty calories. You don't even see Berserker Hulk at all.
No.
Oh, we get to see him, I guess, punch the planet. Kind of.
It's like One Punch Man.
Yeah.
One Punch Hulk.
Fuck off. This was lame. Go read Joe Fix It. Remember a good Hulk comic?
Yeah.
Go read Joe Fix It by an actual talented writer who hasn't phoning it in. Peter David.
That's true.
Next one we got is Captain Deadpool, number 5.
Of course, just Deadpool.
Yeah, just it.
Just it. Hey, Cletus Cassidy and Venom and Carnage and all the Carnage.
Yeah, so Cletus Cassidy is back, but not for that long. He is swiftly eaten from the now gestated Carnage dog thing that bursts out of Deadpool's stomach. Isn't that hysterical, Kyle?
It wasn't all so random.
Isn't that goddamn fucking hysterical, Kyle?
It's something already.
To get Cletus Cassidy back and to have him swiftly killed. Why aren't you laughing, Kyle? You're just a bigot.
I think so.
Oh, and Dr. Octopus put out a hit on him. Put out a hit on himself.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah. That was a Deadpool comic.
Yeah, me too. So Deadpool's dog dies, and he makes out with his stunning and brave genius trans lover. The end.
That's literally the only point of this book.
Yeah,
that's
it
all
really
I wrote.
is.
They wanted that scene, and that's all they fucking.
And you see, look at the preview for the next issue.
Yep.
That's all it's going to be.
That's all they wanted this for. Oh, we'll have this nice, stunning, and brave scene at the end of Who Gives a Fuck.
Yeah, screw this comic. There's nothing about this that says Deadpool at all.
No, it's just agenda.
Yeah, I can't wait until Batter Blood from Rod Liefeld comes out. It's not coming soon enough.
It's not.
No.
Get back to formula.
Actual talented storyteller.
Yeah.
Who understands about writing comics and telling a comic book story.
Go figure.
Yeah.
And it's successful.
Thor, Doom, number 32.
Mighty Tor.
Mighty Tor. So real quick, this is not Dr. Doom.
No.
In this at all. How he's written in this, no. This is a moron's interpretation of Dr. Doom.
Yes.
Yeah, this is their personal interpretation of it, and who never read anything by Dr. Doom in the past.
Nope.
Second, this art in here, it's shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shitty version of Daniel Warren Johnson's without the heart or the action.
Yeah, they're really trying to be Daniel Warren Johnson, but
lacking
talent.
What's that word? Talent. Yeah. Or action. Or heart.
No action.
Yeah. Oh, and his sister gets his sword back. Finally, Kyle, she gets her sword back. She gets it back.
Oh, yeah.
Finally. Thank Christ, because we've waited so long for that. Am I right, Kyle?
No.
Am I right?
I don't know.
No.
I don't think so.
No, screw this comic.
Yeah.
Thor is at an all-time low here. I can't recall Thor ever being this bad.
Yeah, it's just him just meandering around like, oh, we need to find Odin, and Hell is bad. Hell is gone now?
I don't know. And
for reasons?
In imitation Doom talking nonstop. Yeah, no, this is garbage. I got one left.
I want to see a fight between.
Yes, no, that's the main cover. Yeah. That doesn't happen. That
doesn't happen.
No,
they don't
even see each other.
They don't. No. It's just him being lectured to by Hela.
Well, yeah,
the whole time. Like, are you ever going to stop talking, Dr. Doom?
Yeah, Ford Grunbeck is exceptional at that. Yeah.
That's when he just punches her in the fucking face.
Yes.
I have Sabretooth and the Exile.
That's my very last one.
So we got.
That's my So Bad It's Good.
I literally stopped reading once. This is yet another fucking Marvel book where we have
a million bajillion
Sabretooth that are all different and amazing. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes.
How
didn't even try.
How many books are we gonna have where it's like, wouldn't it be funny if we just Sabretooth Captain America and wearing a Hawaiian shirt and being another dipshit? It's like, what?
No, this is terrible.
What is the point of this book other than to do that and think it's just funny?
Knocking down Sabretooth a couple pegs and have him not be Sabretooth.
Let's have him keep.
This on the cover does not happen
at all.
No. Stegman put more energy and thought into his cover than the writer and the artist put into this damn comic.
Correct. Let's have this book start out by literally his son breaking his neck and then lecturing to him.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got. All right. So that's it. Let's give it some S, guys. There we go. What do you think? Are we 100% correct? 1% incorrect? Is Kyle 99% incorrect? Am I 100% correct? Please let us know in the comments. And please remember to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. It's down there somewhere, usually. And we'll be at MegaCon this week, or I'll be at MegaCon this week. Once again, you're not going to a con.
Not allowed.
We got a ton of exclusives and variants. Power number 2. We got Born of Bloods. We got artists at our booth. We got whatnot going on all day and night at our booth and at the Airbnb. Come by, say hi. We'll sign books for free and everything. In the meantime, stay tuned for the top 10, guys, because yes, we do like books too.